Hey everyone, it's Jamie Zebra 23. I am doing your tarot card of the day for October 26, 2025. Let's see what the energies are. So we have the Four of Wands. That card flew right out. Happy, stable, home, justice. Let's see what this justice is. Ace of Swords. You have very good news coming in. So you guys may get an important letter in the mail. You guys may get something important. It's a positive thing. It's saying you have to act quickly with this. Hey, you guys have very good news. Something about decisions. You guys could have a property that's sold. You could have a property for rent. You could have a property that's sold. You could have a property, something about a home. You could be moving into a new home. You could also be getting like a very large deposit in your bank account for some of you. Whatever this good news is, it kind of changes everything. So collective, with all this good stuff coming in, you have somebody in like hardcore regret energy. Hey, Tony. Hey, Nemazine. So Tony, or I mean, not Tony. So collective. It's saying here, speaking of Tony, I had the wildest dream about somebody named Tony last night. Not you, the girl Tony, but the guy Tony. But it's, yeah, that's for... I woke up like, what the? Whoa. Okay. So I know two Tonys. There's the girl Tony and then there's the guy Tony. So I had a dream about the guy Tony. I did say that. Okay. But anyway. Okay. Back to the tarot card of the day for October 26, 2025. Hey, Tresha, good morning. You're good, Tony. You're amazing. And don't you forget it. I'm talking to the... okay, so this video is going to play back later. I'm talking to the girl, Tony, who's commenting right now. But the dream was about a guy, Tony. Just FYI. I don't know why I feel like I have to specify that. But anyway, hey, Tresha, good morning. All right, so tarot card of the day for October. (26, 2025). All right, so here's what's up. So it's saying here that you guys, everything is going good for you right now. Things are getting even better. Now, what it's saying here is that for some of you, there's a situation where, exactly, Tony. Tony wrote Tony, like the singer, the album cover. It was Tony with an I, Tony with an E, and then, and then I think it was another way they spelled Tony. Oh, I did? I put social hour? Oh, no, this is the tarot card of the day. Oh, I accidentally... Okay, sorry, guys. I'll fix it when I get off. Thank you for telling me, Tresha. I didn't realize. Okay, so this is tarot card of the day for October 26, 2025. So you guys have everything going good right now. Like, everything's going great right now. So this is what's happening here. With this Sun card, the five of cups, 7 of cups, somebody's kicking themselves. They're saying, oh my gosh, like, what was I thinking choosing this person over collective? What was I thinking believing these liars? Like, what was I thinking? I could have been right along with collective. So there's somebody who's like big time wishing that they would have like went the other way. Okay, Tresha. You will be first on the list tonight for the social hour. Okay, so it's saying here that somebody sees that you're very like, okay, there's a lot going on here. A, for some of you, it's an ex that wishes that they were with you, that they see like how far you've come in life and they wish that they were right along with you. B, this is a group of people, a community, a social circle, something like that, where they were believing a liar. Like there was somebody who was like stirring up drama in the community. There was somebody who's like, oh my gosh, collective is dangerous. Oh my gosh, I'm afraid of collective. Oh my God, collective is doing this, that, and the third. But everybody's like, collective doesn't even leave their house. When did you talk to collective? You don't even speak the same language. Or, you know, when did you see collective? Collectives with their spouse, you know, grilling or whatever, like they're in their backyard. Like, what do you mean? But, you know, they weren't using critical thinking skills. So they just went along with it and believed all the lies. But now they're thinking back and they're like, wait a minute. I actually never saw a collective do anything to so-and-so. Actually, that didn't happen. So there's just somebody who's reflecting on the past. It could be because they're getting their karma. You know, it could just be a situation where this person is getting their karma. And that's, and like they're just reflecting. Also, somebody knows that you're like the winning team. You're the team to bet on. And people are watching you in the Page of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. So they know you're doing well. Now, collective, there's some other stuff here. I always pick this up here and there. There was somebody who was like telling people that you're down bad. Like that, you know, for those of you that are having this dubbed in other languages, down bad just means that like you're down and out. Your life is bad. Like you're broke, you're homeless, like just you're down bad. Like you're in a bad situation. Somebody was trying to convince people of that. But see, the person who was trying to convince people of that, they are doing bad. The whole community is doing bad. Like this is like a poverty-stricken community vibe. They're all doing bad, but they were trying to claim that you're doing bad. But see, everybody, like, they got eyes, they got ears, they got common sense. So everybody knows you're doing amazing. And everybody knows the person who keeps talking about you would like to live like you. But they can't, so they've got to try to downgrade you. Okay. So now we have here the King of Wands and the Hanged Man. King of Wands, Hanged Man. The 10 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. Yeah, especially a fire sign masculine, a water sign masculine. And an Aries. These, okay, and then a younger water sign. These are people, so I guess it's men talking about how bad off you're doing. And one woman. And then another man. Yeah, they are talking about how they wish that they could get like you, collective. Okay, this is so nutty. And then we got another woman. Okay, this is the conversation. Reading specials are $25. I offer same-day readings and a $10 one question, one answer via email only. I also have 2 other channels, Missing in Action Tarot and Jamie Zebra 23 Tarot. If you guys want to go over there, like, share, subscribe, and comment, that'd be super duper lovely. I do have spell work on the second page of my only website, jamiezebra23.com. So here's what's going on. You have a group of people talking about how you're down bad, but you're doing better than you ever have before. And even at your worst, you were doing better than them. That's for sure. Second, now they're all saying, how can we get like collective? How can we be successful like collective? Well, if you just said collective is down bad, what do you mean? How can you be successful like collective? So, and and other people are kind of giving them like the sideways look. They're like, I wish I had the money that collective had. So like, what the hell? Wait a minute. I thought 15 minutes ago you said collective was down bad. So they need to pick a storyline and stick with it. People are just looking at these people like they're like a joke. You know, kids can be pretty judgmental towards adults, towards their parents. You know, kids can be pretty judgy. And I feel like whoever these people are, if they have kids or there's like young adults in the community, like, you know, anywhere from like 7 and up, I feel like they're looking at these people like, what the hell? Like they're saying like, wait a minute. You know that what you're saying is a liar. You know, collective has a bunch of money. You know, collective has this and that. You know this. And they're like, shh, you shut your mouth. Like, yeah, it's very, very strange. But somehow you're like the obsession. Somehow you're the topic of discussion somehow. And I feel like these young people, they're just looking at their parents like, or whoever these adults are in this community, like, they're just looking at them like, am I going to be a low life too, like these people when I grow up? Like, that is, you guys, this is so nuts. Oh. So I feel like they're like watching, like this is the vibe it's giving. Let's say that there's like 3 or 4 people having a conversation. They're standing outside, they're just talking, they're having a conversation, and their kids are in earshot or young people are playing in earshot. They're hearing the conversation and they're just thinking to themselves, is this what life is going to be like? Am I just going to be a low life? Obsessing over things I will never be and being envious of people that I can't be like, I just feel like these young people, they're just looking like, oh my God, please, when I grow up, please don't let me be like these people. Please don't let me live this trashy lifestyle, please. Now, I should probably save this for another reading, but I'm going to quickly say it. The vibe I'm getting here too is somebody's really angry, and I feel like it's for the 26th of October's energy. Somebody's like, I'm going to explain it this way. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, let's say somebody's from another country and they go to a different country seeking a better life. Somebody thought that they would automatically get to the other country and they would immediately be rich and famous, or they would immediately be living well. They would be living lavish. They thought that that was like an automatic. So this could also apply to somebody who maybe lived in a small town and then they moved to a big city, or somebody who lived in a big city and had quite a bit of money. They thought, oh, I'll run this small town if I move there. Somebody had these ideas, but then when they got there, then when they started seeing how it really is, they feel like life was better in that small town or in that big city or in that other country. Like, there's also an energy here where somebody thought because of maybe the tone of their skin, they would automatically have a hierarchy if they move somewhere. So maybe where they're located, it's an automatic. Maybe where they're from, it was an automatic, but then they're seeing like, wait a minute, how is my Black neighbor having more than me? Or how is my Chinese neighbor having more than me? But I have fair skin and I think but in my country, I was considered better than everybody. Ah ha ha. But here everyone's looking at me like trash. Yeah, there's somebody who's having like a mental breakdown over this. Like, wait a minute, it's not supposed to be this way, but I'm from California and I've got California money. What do you mean I don't automatically have the hierarchy in this small town? Oh, I should be number one. Like, it's something weird like that. Somebody's like they're having a breakdown because they're like, but you know, remember the news story where the police were beating the white guy and he goes, "You're treating me like a Black person." Because the police were wrongfully beating him. He's like, wait a minute, you're treating me like a black person because he was being beaten by the police. There could be somebody who feels like that. Wait a minute, I'm in poverty, but I'm not black. Like there's somebody who's having like a mental breakdown. I keep hearing like accents. Like somebody with an accent. So I'm not sure. So if I was to move to France, everybody in France would say that I had the accent, right? So if, you know, if somebody from if an East Coaster moved to the South, they would say that they had an accent, right? So, and anybody could really be considered as having an accent, right? So what I'm getting is it's a person with an accent that is basically crying out like, wait a minute, but I look like this. I'm supposed to have that. Blah. You're supposed to have whatever God sees fit for you, sweet pea. Yeah. And if anybody, no matter what race you are, if you have that mindset that by default you're supposed to have because of the way you look, God will humble you real quick, sweet pea. So I would, you know, I would get to paying off that karma. You know, do that time, do your time. And once you're done doing your time, hopefully you'll be rehabilitated. All right, guys, JamieSieber23.com. Ta-ta for now. Love you long time. I go live every night from 9 p.m. Central Time Zone to 10:30 p.m. Central Time Zone. I am going to be changing the title. It was brought to my attention that I titled it wrong. This is the tarot card of the day for October 26, 2025. JamieSieber23.com. Ta-ta for now. Love you long time.